While Britain tells itself stories of glory, thousands of Indian soldiers died defending Britain in both world wars.
Thanks for mentioning this forgotten item, mate. Now, over 1 million Indian soldiers fought for Britain in the world wars. They served on every major front: France, Belgium, Egypt, East Africa, Palestine, Mesopotamia, all of them. And they endured the same mud, the same gas, and the same machine guns that were fired at the Canadian, the British, Australian, and the New Zealand soldiers. Over 74,000 died in the First World War, and 67,000 were wounded. Yet not one received the King's Commission, no matter how well he fought, because the highest ranks remained racially locked. Sujan Singh sums up his service in 3 words: we were slaves. His comrade Nanda Singh describes a curtain of fear between the Indian and the white soldiers. That curtain was policed through flogging, unequal pay, segregated camps, and deliberate denial of leave. On trains and ships, Indians received separate sections and poorer rations, and the pay structure revealed this hierarchy and discrimination. Indian soldiers earned 11 rupees per month. British soldiers earned 33 rupees for identical work. Now, as discontent grew, the British raised the Indian wages to 20 rupees by the end of the war. But this raise was tactical management. Britain simply addressed the most vocal complaint to maintain discipline while preserving the entire system of racial hierarchy. Then there's that interesting contradiction. Now, the unofficial doctrine said that Indian soldiers, particularly Hindus, lacked the physical courage necessary for war. Yet Britain conscripted millions of these supposedly coward and weak men and sent them to die. Now, if Indians weren't fighting material, why even deploy them as the backbone of your army? Well, possibly because they were expendable, cheap labor, and bodies that could absorb casualties. By December 1915, Britain removed Indian troops from the Western Front. Yet Indian soldiers stayed in Europe. They were reclassified as laborers, digging trenches, moving supplies, clearing the battlefield. So they still faced the same danger and the same workload as a British soldier, but now they were classified as menial labor. So their deaths would not then count against the military deaths. Thousands died from the shelling and the landmines. Their deaths were largely uncounted. Some Indian soldiers did receive commemoration, and 11 received Victoria Cross, which was the empire's highest honor. Yet white Victoria Cross recipients returned home to promotions, pensions, social prestige, and economic security for their families. The Indian recipient still returned to segregated units where pays were low, promotion beyond non-commissioned ranks was blocked, and their voice carried no weight in policy or memory. So their medals were pure propaganda. Sujan Singh's words cut through every ceremony and memorial. We were slaves, conscripted to a war that wasn't even ours to fight.